Yeah, so all these homes were all underwater.
As Dave Martins drives through Abbotsford's Sumas Prairie, the traumatic memories come flooding back.
The water was coming over the road down over here, and it just came rushing in like a river. And by the time I came here, we stopped at the house, went over to the barn, the water was lapping at the barn door. Sorry kids, this is tough to look at, I know.
His property, one of 1,400 submerged by the 2021 flood. The waters swept through his home and his chicken barn.
There was more than 40,000 birds that we lost in the barn. And yeah, that was a tough one. But there's nothing we could do. There's still days where I'll have nightmares. I'm meeting with a counselor, and my wife is as well.
As of last week, Martins and hundreds of other flood victims are part of a class action lawsuit against the city seeking compensation for the damage. The effort was spearheaded by two of his neighbors and certified by a judge last week.
We're able to aggregate all of the claims and move it forward as one without putting the psychological and economic toll on each individual class member.
The lawsuit alleges the city of Abbotsford was negligent by failing to close floodgates at its pump station during the atmospheric river event in 2021. It claims the failure significantly contributed to the flow of waters into the Sumas Prairie.
If the flood boxes had been closed when they ought to have been, according to the Barrowtown procedures, there would have been lower flood levels and less area flooding.
The city of Abbotsford said it wouldn't comment on the active legal matter, but court documents show Abbotsford maintains that the flooding was caused by the Nooksack River and that it opposes the application for certification. The legal battle has left residents like Martins wondering if the destruction could have been prevented.
I want to know that there's a future for my children farming and agriculture. I want to know that we're safe, that we don't encounter this again, that the changes are made. And I think we're entitled to compensation.
It's now up to residents to decide whether they want to opt out of the lawsuit as this fight makes its way from the floodplains to the Supreme Court. Jon Hernandez, CBC News, Abbotsford.